Right, welcome to session 3 of Eyes of Saemyth. We are going to start with a recap. Whoever does the recap gets an inspiration for the session, so who would like to do the recap this session?
I want for someone else. I did it last time.
Silence. Already.
Jade, you said you'd do it this time.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
It's not going to be good because my notes aren't that plentiful.
It's fine, you can do it in character. I've seen nothing this whole time. I heard this and this.
Alright. I'm not going to remember names, but this makes sense for Ymir, okay? This is going to be great.
Fill in the gaps if you need me to.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, guys, like in our last session, we had sort of wandered about the city after having a big serious talk with the green boss guy, and we had curry, and then like I wanted to eat more curry, and I did, and after we had a big meal, we went back to the green base, and then I learned that there was a kobold named Spot, I don't care, it's the same thing. But anyways, as I was doing all the serious stuff, we were supposed to be waiting because we had a job from the green guys. They said that they were getting like their territory encroached upon by some weird like gang/metal band called the Sanguine, and then we agreed to basically like we'll settle the debt for the tavern people if we stop these Sanguine metal band people from like causing trouble in their territory. So then Lyre had the best plan like ever and was to be like a drunk guy, and then it was nighttime, and then he was a drunk guy, but he wasn't actually drunk. He was pretending to be drunk, which was quite convincing. I was going to ask if he was okay. But anyways, as he was playing drunk, there was this chick that was minding her own business, and these sanguine motherfuckers were like, and then she died, and then Lyre did his job too convincingly, and these guys are about to like fuck his day up, and not like in a good way. And that is when I was like, "You can't kill my friend, you dirty motherfuckers!" And like has silence, and then yes,
yeah, that's it. that was more succinct than I was expecting. Yeah, okay, you can have your inspiration for the session. You get to re-roll a d20.
So I have you let me have mine from last session still, because
that was a mistake on my fault. So the two of you both have inspiration. Fuck me. Okay, that's not going to bug me at some point. Right. So yes, you're just about to start initiative. So I'd like you all to roll me initiative, please.
Alright, don't fuck me, initiative. Fucked me. God damn it.
Oh, fuck. Not good. Not good.
They are vampire.
Rest in peace.
I'm a wizard surrounded by cultists and a vampire. Oh no.
Okay, so top of the round we have
the music
our lovely
playing? Combat.
Yeah, I have Soundtail running.
Fuck.
But yeah. Lyre,
Yo.
I'm sorry, bud.
No bite. No bite.
No bite.
Get my spell.
Okay, no, all right. I'll do you a favor. No bite, but I get 2 swings of a longsword on you.
Ha!
So I'm gonna do that instead.
Bro, I need better armor. Oh my god.
I think that hits.
What'd you roll?
21.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh dear, you only have a 12. Oh dear.
Waiter, more wizards, please.
Ow.
So that is 8 slashing damage as he draws this longsword off of his hip and smiles at you. You can only see the lower half of his face, but he draws the blade up in an arc. And it slashes across your chest. And as it reaches its zenith, he is going to draw it back down for a secondary swing, which misses horribly as you manage to dodge out of the way of this one. And the metal clatters to the ground and hits the flagstones.
Okay.
And that is all he is going to do. It is now the cultist's turn.
Which one? Does he leave me alone?
This guy, the guy behind you.
Great, great. Love it.
He is going
Please,
to also draw out one of his scimitars and just poke you with it.
Please, sir. May I have another?
In the spine.
Oh, in the spine?
That's a 21 as well.
Yeah.
That one hits for a 3 slashing damage. As the blade just kind of curves over the edge of your back, from the side of your ribs up to about under your armpit. As you get this thin heat, the blade as it slashes across you.
I don't like it.
Lyre, it is your turn. You are getting fucking hounded. What are you doing?
That, my dear friend Toby, is a fantastic question. Okay, so I've been slashed and I've been stabbed. Lyre's sort of gonna like grab at his chest and be like, I was just trying to have a nice chat. Fuck you. And I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
That's probably smart.
And I'm gonna try and bit bad boobity bob.
If you cast it in chat, it should allow you to move with the template.
Well, isn't that fun? Misty Step. Cast spell.
So anywhere within that radius you can
so
teleport
cool.
to, so just click.
Better? Okay, that's awesome. What the fuck? Oh, it has an animation! Sorry.
Yeah, animation.
Okay. And I'll land up, and since Misty Step was a bonus action, as an action, I am going to... Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna point towards Fuckstick McGee, so
Which
Boss
one?
Man.
Boss Man.
And I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him
Sounds good.
as a cantrip. So, what the fuck? Okay, target, click. Is it in the chat? Yes. Okay. Attack.
And this is the bolt flies just past the side of his head as he just sort of moves, and looks in your direction. Like, was that all?
Okay. Towards the end, I'll just sort of back up a little bit more using my movement.
Okay.
And just say, all right, this should be fun. And that will end my turn.
Ymir.
I have a couple questions. So, silence is a concentration spell. So,
It is indeed.
it only becomes threatened if I decide to cast another spell or if I get injured. So, if I do anything mundane, like hypothetically pull out a crossbow bolt and like shoot someone, right? That won't cause me to break concentration.
No, it won't. Yeah, you can do that, and that'll be fine.
Okay. Because I don't want to risk it. I think what I might do. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm just gonna, because they can just move. Ugh. Can I make a I wasn't there, so this might be a big thing. When when that lady died, right? Is there any role I can determine if he used magic or was just like a normal thing?
You can
Could I
use your
roll something?
action to roll an Arcana check, so you can spend your 6 seconds trying to determine what happened to her.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
want to know what I'm dealing with here. Go ahead. $23.
Yum. There was no spark of magic when
Okay.
when she collapsed.
Okay. That's fair. Well, at least I played
I'm
it
unsure if
safe.
the rest of them can cast magic, but he did not use magic in that instance.
Let's not put that energy out there, Toby.
I think at this point, that was my action. I have a bonus action, but that would require me to break my silence.
What do you mean break
Nah.
your silence?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna.
Concentrating in silence at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna remain my plan. That's my turn.
Okay.
Which I can do now.
All right, Kaiden.
Kaiden is going to grab one of the dead chickens and then
Oh,
rush over here. Oh no, where's the move token? Basically, barge through, jump over this, and he's gonna cast Infestation with the chicken corpse and just throw it at the guy. You know what, one closest over here. Just so like maggots just like infest and explode out of the corpse.
Ugh. Okay.
That'll do it.
What save is that? Let's have a looky. Is it a save from me?
It is a save.
Okay. That's what kind of save, love?
Why is it not opening? Oh.
Let's have a look.
Constitution save.
Con save. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the DC?
My DC is a 12. So
Okay. Well, this
Not
guy's
very
not
good.
got solid con, so we'll see. Well, he rolled a 6, so he fails.
Nice. So they take 1d6 poison damage, and they have to move 5 feet in a random direction if they can move.
Okay. 5, 6. Okay, I will roll a d6 to figure out which direction he's going. Do you want to roll your damage, please?
Yeah.
Hurt him.
I don't think I can get close to him with a bonus.
So he's going backwards. There you go.
A 1 on the d6. Great.
Can you not roll your damage out of the spell on the side chat?
Did it not go through?
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I can see the cantrip, but you need to roll the damage.
Is it not? Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, and it auto rolled the save for me. Oh.
I can't really get close because I've used 15 feet of movement. Where can I go from here? I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna move Kaiden to block just a bit closer here, so they'll go for them instead of Lyre.
Thank
you.
you.
Be like a shield.
Thank you.
Just to be a shield.
Time to take the aggro. Okay.
Yeah. Not raging just yet.
Okay.
Getting ready to. That's my turn. I don't...
Sinza.
Hello. I'm stressed. Okay, Sinza is going to move up to kind of, I think it's like here, where she can just get within their 35 feet. and she kind of, as she's running, she almost like pulls her axe from her back and drags it along the floor, sparks kind of flying as she does so. I would like to... Raging is a free action?
It is indeed.
Cool. As she's kind of
run
running...
Raging is a free action, Odie.
Oh, that's sick!
Yeah, so she's running, she just, yeah, I'm just gonna rage. But I would also like to use my Crimson Right, if possible, please. So she
Okay.
kind of nicks the side of her leg as she does so, and she smears the blood along her hand and kind of grips it. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, Crimson Right. Please roll me a d4 of necrotic damage that you will take from injuring yourself. Yum yum yum. Okay, you take
Not
two.
bad, not bad.
Two. So we're down to 44. You take 2 damage as you nick your leg, and the red smears across your palm. It's warm. It's somewhat comforting as you kind of grip over your axe blade. Ready to go. Are you doing anything else this turn, love?
That's all, thank you.
Okay. Not taking an action? It's a bonus action to invoke your
yeah,
Crimson Right.
shit. No, I think I'm gonna hold it for now. Thank you, though.
Okie dokie. Right.
You can hold an
It's
action
this
in case
guy's
someone
turn.
comes into your space. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No, I
if
think
somebody
I'm okay.
does something, you can activate something. So you can do something in response to someone getting within 5 feet of you or something.
If big guy steps out of that cone of silence, can I see the silence? Can I see like
you can
the
see a
spectrals
ring
of
of
it?
gold on the floor.
Okay. I would like to hold my blood maledict, please. So as Sinza
Okay.
kind of holds her axe in her hand, she smears the blood down, and these almost like spectral chains kind of flicker through her fingers. And I would like to hold it, please,
Yo,
if he
that's
steps out of
sick.
that cone.
The fuck?
Yeah. Rad. Okay. Okay. All right. So this guy's turn. This dude is. You can see him trying to talk, and nothing's coming out. He's just mouthing, and he's like. He's effectively just swearing at himself. Before kind of pushing back to move around the back end. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to give it a funny little jab. Oh, actually, no. He's going to, as soon as he steps out of the ring, his hands kind of grapple around your ribs, Sinza, and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds. So let's see if he hits.
Cleric!
So that is going to
Holy
miss
God.
horribly. As the magic begins to spark, you can feel it as it kind of tickles your ribs as you kind of pull away from him, and you see him kind of like go. Like look at you as if like you weren't supposed to move. What the fuck? So the magic kind of fizzles out, but he's wasted a spell slot. So yeah, that is all that he can do. And now it is this dude's turn, who is going to find the source of the silence. Let's say. So you have 30 feet.
No.
So
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going after Ymir.
I should have Kaiden pretend he was casting it to stand it like.
He draws out the scimitar and he's going to swing at you. That's a 22 to hit.
Bitch. Yeah, that hits. Bitch.
As you take 7 points of slashing damage, and you save on your con save, so you're all good. The silence
This
stays
guy's
up,
face.
but you feel the blade get in between some of the nicks in your armor and carve into the side of your gambeson, and it cuts into the padding. You can feel it kind of beginning to bleed into your ribcage.
Got it.
That is top of the round, our vampire friend is going to step out of this circle. Sinza, you have a blood maledict ready.
As soon as she sees him move, she flicks her hands out, and he feels this almost weight on his wrists as the chains take form. I forget what kind of save it is. I think it's a wisdom, possibly. Whoops, wrong one.
It will automatically make the save for me if you roll your damage.
Okay.
Yo!
Okay, it did not make the save for me. Lol. Guess I'll die.
Kill the vampire. Kill him!
You can invoke a blood curse. Amplifying a curse causes you to take 1d4. That's only amplifying it first. So you using your blood curse of binding, love.
What did I do?
So you use your blood maledict, which invokes a curse, and you can choose to amplify it and make it more powerful, which means that you take a handful more damage. But you will be choosing one of your blood curses. You currently only have the one.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. I do apologize.
That's all right. So he needs to make a strength save.
Yes. If I roll it, will it do it?
Yes, it will do.
Okay. I think
with targets to save.
With my
Do you have him targeted, love?
No.
That's why. Okay, don't worry. I'll make the strength save manually. So it's a DC 12.
Boo!
So as you pull this the magic out of this injury of yours, you watch this blood begin to kind of wrap around his legs, wrap around his torso. He raises his hand, turns it into a fist, and it just drops to the floor. And he smiles at you, and he's like, one of my own.
Huh? Oh no.
And he's gonna target. He's coming after you, babe.
Oh no! I made a mistake.
So he's going in.
This is a vampire. That explains the fact.
That is a 23 to hit.
Ooh.
As he's going in for a nasty 10 slashing damage. I believe that's halved, so you should only take half of that. But I don't think that has taken half. So
no, I took the full.
39. There you go. And he's going in for another swing. The blade is moving with a terrifying speed. Like, this man is clearly not quite human. And the height is quite concerning as well. He is very tall. And that's another 8, which I will add back on your 4. You are going to have to manually, I think, for the time being, set it so, like, you only take half, so whatever the half is, just add it back onto your health.
Okay.
But I've done that for you for the time being.
Oh, you've already done it? Okay, beautiful.
Yes. So, it would hurt you more, but the anger is keeping you from feeling your injuries, let's say. It is this guy's turn. Oh, I've accidentally made him small. There you go. And so let's go. He's going after Kaiden. Hey, baby. Kaiden brings out the scimitar. It misses as it kind of gleans off of your belt rather than hitting you as well. And he kind of looks up at you. This guy is dwarfed compared to you. And you can see the kind of look on the lower half of his face of, oh shit. And that's about it. That's all.
He's kind of already focused on, like, Ymir getting stabbed, and then Sinza in trouble. He's not even focused on the guy. He's just like, looks down at the side like,
What is
where the
this?
fuck did you come from?
Lyre, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. Lyre's stressed. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have some fun. Lyre's gonna pull the spellbook off of his waist and open it up and sort of just drop it, and it begins to hover in front of him. He's gonna slam his hands together and draw his hands across and throw it towards the fella just in front of Kaiden, and I'm going to cast Hex on this man. So second level Hex, cast spell on him. Do I need to do anything else with that one? Or is it locked
with
on him?
a hex, there's no save on a hex, is there? It's just
Correct.
It's just a thing. No, he is currently hexed. What does that look like?
So you're gonna see as Lyre releases the hex, you see what looks like a faint quill sort of begins to hover around him, and you see ink lines begin to draw out from it and begin to latch and wrap around this man, and seeming like shadows just seem to attach to him. But on top of that, Lyre is then going to tear a page out of his book, crush it in his hands, and throw it towards the same guy, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. All right, yeah. When you are, by the way, when you're hexing,
Yes.
what? It's an extra d6.
Yeah, it's actually 6, and he has disadvantage on Wisdom now too. Wisdom saves.
Okay, that's the one I was asking for. All right,
Yes.
cool.
Okay, so
Yeah, give him a pew pew.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yum.
So 22 to
Yeah.
hit, and then I will roll damage on top of that as well for a normal hit. Ah, you'll love to see it. Plus an
Yum.
additional d6.
Just roll the d6 separately, and I will remove.
Actually 5 damage on top of that.
How do you want to do this?
Lyre will rip the page and sort of just almost baseball style put it behind his head. You'll see his mouth move, and then he'll throw it, and you'll see the ball sort of catch into a green like flame and just scorch through the neck of this individual in front of him. And Lyre, with the book floating in front of him, will look towards the big guy and say, "You should really give up." And that will be my turn.
Oh, darling, we're just getting started. Okay, it is Ymir's turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to target this guy because at this point, he's in my way. So I'm gonna hit him with my mace.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Because he did the previous roll. Discard previous. And again. Discard previous.
Just ignore the discard if you need to. I don't know why that's happening. I think that's a mod issue on my end.
So cancel new or undo.
Just
Complete.
Just complete without.
Complete previous. Okay. Okay. Try it. Previous roll of mace is not completed. It's not letting me
That's
do
because
anything.
you need to roll it in the side chat.
This.
So in the chat there should be a button that says attack and one that says damage. So you're rolling it.
Oh,
but it's not rolling.
right. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. This is new to me.
That's cool. So it's going to take some getting used to. I get it.
We're learning, folks.
Yeah.
So, okay. So basically, I don't click what's on my character page then, right?
So you click on what's on your character page, and then once it shows up in chat, you roll it out of the chat.
Okay. I'm stupid. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. All right. I'm gonna roll for attack. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and break my concentration from my thingamabooey, and I'm gonna use a first level Searing Smite. Do I need to do before or after?
I'd say before, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Should I cancel my mace? Or
Oh no, if it's a searing smite, it's not a divine smite, so yeah, do it afterwards. So do it.
Okay,
Roll
so
your
let me
mace
see if I-
damage, attack and damage.
it even hits. Fuck off.
It hits.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck off, fuck you.
Okay, and then I roll for damage.
You indeed,
Or-
yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck you.
Well, 5 is still 5.
Okay.
The mace
Use my
mace
searing-
connects with this guy. He's not wearing armor. It just goes straight into like the side of him, and there's just this spray of blood.
I'm gonna do Searing Smite. So I need to make him a con save for me, please.
Con save. I
AC
think when you roll the
6.
damage on this, it should roll my save for me.
Okay.
Should. You were there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. There you go. Oh, nat 20. So I save on it, but I believe I only take half damage, right?
So it's 3.
3. That's fine. I manually take that off. This guy's not looking hot. It seems like as the mace connects with him, you cauterize the wound. There is this splatter of blood, and then this burning heat as the top of your weapon gets white hot, and you can smell the burning of flesh. You might not be able to see him very clearly, but you can certainly hear him. He is screaming.
Cute. Oh god.
Raw. Are you doing anything else this round?
That is my action, my bonus action. No, I'm just gonna be staring at him the entire time behind my shield.
That's ominous as hell. Kaiden.
That's changed what I was gonna do. Kaiden's gonna rage. First.
Ah.
The rage.
Ah!
Let me select. Which doesn't mean I have to wild magic surge as well.
Do indeed. Please roll on your Wild Magic Surge table.
If you turn into
for
a
combat.
sheep, I swear to God.
It just says damage on wild magic surge.
Do you want me to roll it?
Let me try and see what that. It might just be the word, and I just rolled like a. There we go.
Alright, hold on. Until your rage ends, you gain resistance to lightning and thunder damage. In addition, any creature that hits you with a melee attack takes 1d6 lightning damage.
Yo!
Yes! Oh my god.
That's
Yes.
fucking great.
He's probably just
Hell
like
yeah.
crackling in like green and purplish energy, just like on the surface level of the skin.
Oh, yum.
Big angry boy.
They're gonna. Well, they're dead. The one next to them. You know what? I'm gonna thorn whip. Try and thorn whip this guy first.
Okie dokie. Misses.
Misses.
He,
Instead,
he
just
cuts it off
yeah.
with his scimitar as he gets close to him.
Kaiden will use that as like a distraction, as he has to cut it to charge forward to try and swing migraine at them.
Oh, yum.
And is just going to try and bring it kind of just overhead into their shoulder.
Make sure he is targeted before you swing your attack.
Yeah. There's-
Yum, that one hits.
Okay, nice.
He just goes, haha, oh shit, as you guys start
Oh,
fucking
oh
piling
no.
towards him.
Just want to crack him straight into the shoulder if I can. Just to prevent, like, it's more like if he's trying to use something like inflict wounds, he saw he was using his arms, he just wants to basically disable him from doing that.
I'd say with a 13 damage roll, you lop his arm off. From the shoulder, you just carve through it, and his arm slaps onto the floor.
Just a bit of rib as well, just
Yeah, just very unpleasant. The sound is unpleasant. The sound that comes from him is more unpleasant.
Just a wet thud. I think that's my turn.
Okay. Right, Sinza.
Hello. Sinza kind of windmills her axe around her, kind of planting her foot as she does so, and she looks up at the sky, her eyes kind of darkening a little bit at the corners. I am not one of yours, and she's going to try and hit him with her axe.
Okie dokie.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Get him with the steel chair!
No! Okay, Lav.
God,
Jesus.
Oh,
object
let's
on his
go.
dick.
Damn, let's go!
Yes. I
Hit
think
him.
that's all I can do for my turn.
Damage.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Yes. Where's my... There we go.
Do we want to
Twist it.
keep one of them alive still? Because I just lopped someone's arm off.
No.
Okay.
Okay. That is 7 damage as you carve into him with this axe. Are you doing anything else this turn, love? You
That's
also
all I
have
can-
your blood maledict, love, so you do an extra 1d4 necrotic damage.
Oh, yay!
It's an extra 4 damage on top of that. Yum. Okay. Right. Are you doing anything else, or is that all?
That's my turn, please.
Okie dokie. It's Armless McGee. He is going to be very fucking angry if you cut his arm off. Let's go. He is going to look you dead in the eyes, Kaiden. And there is a spark of magic from the back of his mouth as you see this light of almost like a red, orange tint. And you hear him yell, "Run!" as he casts command on you. We're going to see how that goes.
Does he say which direction to run?
No.
Can I just run at him? Just forward, not charge. Just keep running towards him.
I mean, if you make the save, so we're going to check what
Okay.
is that save. So it is.
I'm making that into a TikTok video. Run. What direction? What?
Yeah, run which direction? Please do.
It is a whiz save, please. It is a DC 11.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Come on, smart boy.
Come on, smart boy, you got this.
He's also a druid. Where's my saving? Let's see.
Grab his other arm and twist it.
You're fine.
So you're fine. The
got
magic
this.
doesn't seem to take hold. You feel it almost like a pressure around your head, but you just shake your
Yeah.
head and it leaves you.
So it feels like I've got the command that kind of starts and it fizzles. Can he just still just run towards him? Like, then just run through him like it happened?
Oh, by the way, Kaiden, I forgot about your 1d6 extra lightning damage on your last attack. If you want to roll that, you can do.
Can I just have it as I just run through him because of the
can
command, and then it just sparks into him from the
I'll say that
contact?
if you use for the time being, if you want to use your movement now, you won't have
Yeah,
any movement.
I want to
on
use
you
my
in your
movement
attacks.
now just to run through him.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a strength save from him and see if you
Cool.
don't knock him prone.
Cool,
We're gonna go with a.
Yeah.
Let's go with an even 10. He just about manages to stay upright as you
Okay.
pummel through him.
Never.
He's
never
like, wait,
cast
and
command
you
before.
just run over him.
Never back down, never won.
You said run.
Not this fucking way, you oaf. And he turns around to you. And that's all he's going to do. It is now this dude's turn, who is focused on Ymir. He's going to go in for another swipe with his scimitar. And misses horribly as it just gleams off of your shield. There is like sparks as blade hits metal, and you take no damage. He just kind of looks at you as he's like gripping. He like ends up moving his hand to just hold on to the burnt wound on his side. You can see his eyes through the mask, and they are wide and panicked. He does nothing else. It is the thrall's turn. He's focused on Sinza. Sinza's got his attention now. Sorry, babe.
Me? Me?
You, me,
King Sinza.
Me?
The vampire's attention. Oh my god.
Else? Okay, fuck.
You watch as the injuries that he seems to have taken
Oh no.
seem to knit together just a wee bit.
Oh.
He seems to be very slowly regenerating in front of you.
Dick. Sorry.
Okay. And he's going in for another couple of swings with his longsword.
Mm.
That hits.
Ooh.
Shit.
So you take 5, so you're going to want to add 5 back onto your health. I don't know why that... I think I know why. That's not working. No. I'll do some fiddling with that in another point. And then he's going to swing again, because of course he is.
Oof.
And that one hits as well.
Ow.
For another 2 slashing damage rather than 5. As this blade is carving lines across your chest, across your arms, and he's smiling at you, and he's like, "What can't do more than that, darling?" Lyre, it is your turn.
Hello. Okay. So, Lyre with his spellbook in front of him is going to sort of whip his hand around and reach out and grab the ethereal quill and throw it towards the thrall, the big boy. And I'm going to bonus action move my hex onto him.
Okey-dokey.
He also has disadvantage on wisdom.
Whiz saves, okay.
Yes, I believe it's disadvantage, right?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then secondly, I'm going to point at this dude, and it's gonna be stupid, but we fuck around and find out. And I'm gonna cast Mind Silver at him.
Ooh, okay.
So if you would please, I believe.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yes, make me an intelligence saving throw, smart boy.
Okay, well, as you roll the damage, it should roll the save.
Oh, okay, cool. Damage.
Yum. Okay.
Did it hit?
I believe that is a failure from his part.
Nice.
So yeah, he now has it's a minus 1d4 on his next save as well.
Yes, so he takes 1d6 psychic damage, or 2d6 because of the level. And he subtracts a d4 from his next saving throw, but it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool. What does this look like?
The Mind Silver? You see beautiful cursive silver ink sort of whip towards out of his spellbook and rip through one ear and out the other of the boy. And I believe he also takes an extra d6 damage as he is hexed.
He does indeed, yes. Get that necrotic damage.
5 necrotic damage on top of that.
Extra 5 necrotic damage. This guy's starting to, like, you see as the silver kind of moves through one ear and out the other, his nose begins to bleed. He's starting to look rough.
Beautiful. That will be my turn.
So, is that the end of your turn, Lyre?
Duh.
Ymir, it is your turn.
Duh.
Oh.
I've been taking lessons with Ymir.
What? What? I'm gonna hit this guy with my mace.
Okay.
And I want to clarify, I'm doing non-lethal.
Okay, so you want to try and knock him out if you do get him down to 0?
I just want to make sure he stays down so I can question him later. I don't want him to knock him unconscious. I just want to flavor it where he can't move. And if I do enough damage, I'll tell you what I do.
Hits.
Okay. Now I'm going to roll for damage.
Okay. Yes, you do enough damage. Are you knocking him out?
What I'd like to do is feint by stepping onto his right-hand side with my shield and curve my mace and hit him right at the back of his spine with enough force to drop him.
Okay, so you can feel the connection of your weapon against him. You hear this kind of as he like breathes in very sharply and collapses in a heap. But you see no spirit. This man is out cold.
I'll deal with you later. And she is going to be moving the direction of the other cleric.
Okay.
1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then just to help out a homie here, can I do a spiritual weapons a bonus action? I just can't hit with it, or can I hit with it once I cast it?
You can hit on the same time as you cast it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. I'm gonna put it behind the cleric right here. Or actually, question. I don't know the clarifications because it does count as an ally. If I place it, I'll put my right there. Will it give flanking for? Oh no, it has to be near.
I think it has to be opposite of flanking.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's got to be opposite or in these three, for it to be a flank.
Okay. Then I think what I'm gonna do is I think our bigger threat is Vampire Team
Where
Edward
did you
over
say
there.
you were placing it, love? Sorry?
I'm gonna put it right here behind Team Edward. Sorry, I think every vampire is Edward. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'm gonna swing on this guy.
All right. Roll your damage for spiritual weapon then, please. Make sure he's targeted before you swing.
Okay, let me go do that, and then I'll cast spiritual weapon, and then cast spell. Okay, and then it's gonna let me see if I even hit. We'll check. I don't think so.
Ooh. Unlucky.
No, but
That's a miss.
but that does help with flanking, correct?
Yes.
Does indeed.
All right. Then that is my turn.
Okay. Kaiden.
How bad does this guy look, considering he's missing an arm?
This guy looks fucking pathetic right now. He looks like a wet rat. Like a panicked wet rat who is just dripping blood from one arm. Kind of hunched over, looking up at you, like you're some sort of fucking mountain. And then with these big wide eyes underneath this mask.
Kaiden feels a little bad. Can I just do like a non-lethal swing at him and just like crack him in, but not in the head? Yeah, just straight in the face to try and knock him backwards onto the floor.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Probably breaks his nose if he hits.
Let
me target them.
It's really that like ping.
Ping.
Oh,
yeah, that hits.
Oh my god! Didn't you roll a 19 on him last time too?
Did I? It's something like that. It might have been a 16 or...
This poor fucker.
Oh my god!
Non-lethal, but fuck.
Okay, so if you're non-lethaling it, he's on 1 hit point, so I will say that hits, and he is, like, you connect the hilt of your, like, the pommel of your weapon, you just bash it into his nose, it goes, oh, fuck, and collapses on the floor.
Just skids on the fucking stonework.
He is, for all intents and purposes, out of combat.
Okay.
But he is still awake, he is just bleeding very heavily on the floor.
Okay.
I'm very dizzy, so I'm taking him off the turn order.
Bonus action. Can I want to try and thorn whip the big guy, but not bring him closer. What I want to do is try and aim for the leg to just pull and make him prone if I can.
Okay, you're going to try and make him prone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Attack isn't that good for this, but... Yes.
Okay, yeah, hits.
Nice.
So it is a no, it's not a save on my
No,
end.
it's just like an attack. It's literally just a wrap around his ankle, and he's just gonna yank it just to just throw him completely off his feet, so everyone has advantage against him.
He drops onto one knee in front of Sinza. Sinza, you have been given the prime
Already.
opportunity. What are you doing, love?
As he drops down onto one knee in front of her, she kind of brings the axe up just with like one hand and looks down at him. She just kind of tilts her head. You really want to find out what's under my skin? She's going to aim right for his neck.
If you hit, I believe because he is prone, it is an auto crit.
Or
Because you were.
Do I get advantage?
You've got advantage on the hit, but if you hit, it's an auto crit.
Okay.
In terms of damage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so roll me your damage and we will double it.
Okay. If there is a roll mode for critical hit.
Ignore that, because that does it slightly differently to how I run it. Oh, well, fuck me, that's 30 damage as you pull this axe down on top of his head. He kind of looks up at you in those few moments as you feel the blade moving down. And there is this spark of something in you that is like feeding a hunger as the blade connects with the side of his neck and just clean shot straight through. His head drops to the ground, and he collapses in a heap. You are officially out of combat.
Well, that went well. Ow! Ah!
I'm gonna go over to Lyre immediately and cast Cure Wounds on this guy.
On which guy?
Okay. On Lyre.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Kaiden's gonna pick up the arm and be like, what do I do with this?
Put the
There we go.
Kaiden.
Take top 1 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sinza's gonna pull a 30 feet of rope from her pack and she's gonna kind of toss it towards Kaiden and just kind of like gesture to the guy who's like rolling around on the ground. And then she's gonna make her way over to the other passed out guy as well, if possible.
Tie him up, but he's gonna do it with like putting the arm, trying to put it back in place,
Oh,
and then
he's
tie the
only got
rope
one
around
arm.
him. So like that'll heal.
Can you just hog tie him, just like his ankles and his arm?
Yeah. Okay.
Jade?
Is it okay, Lav, if I go ahead and do Cure Wounds? Like, say I just passed by over to
Yeah.
Sinza, just do that. Just want to ask consent first.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you,
go do
John.
that right now.
How bad does Sinza look?
around and just healing people?
She's got a couple like slices on her sides that are kind of bleeding. It doesn't seem to bother her too much, but she's got a little limp as she's kind of making her way.
As Ymir heals you up, the
hell yeah.
heat of your injuries soothes into something more comfortable, and you're no longer bleeding as much as you were.
This guy he's completely knocked out. He's unconscious.
He is out cold. Yeah.
Okay. She just kind of like grabs him by his arm and just like throws him over her shoulder and just kind of like makes her way back to the other guy. Just kind of dumps him down there next to the other one.
Okay.
Can I go check on the woman?
The woman who was at the beginning of the encounter?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you can indeed, yeah.
Okay. I just want to go check on her. Look for like cause of death, if there's any sign of life at all. Just walking out as he kneels down, he'll place a hand on her shoulder and cast Spare the Dying, just in case.
Okay. Can you clarify to me what Spare the Dying does?
Spare the Dying. You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Roll me an Arcana check at advantage, please.
At advantage! I love advantage. It's not good. That's better. 15.
Right. So as you cast this spell, something about it doesn't quite take. Like over you hover it over the woman, and for the most part, the spell seems to play out as normal. But it doesn't last. It stays on her and then fizzles out, as if something isn't quite right about this corpse. Something is not adhering to this magic.
Okay. Can I check her over for a cause of death at all?
Roll me a medicine check.
Ooh, 18 plus 1, 19.
19. You see 2 large puncture marks on her neck. She's been bleeding profusely from the jugular.
Do I know much about strange puncture necks from humans at all?
You can roll me a history check at disadvantage because of where you've come from.
Valid. Natural 20. 2! That'll be
Perfection.
8 total.
No. Nah, you don't.
Okay.
You're like, this looks like a snake bite.
Sort of touches his own fang.
Yeah. It's like,
God, snakes are infecting people.
Alright. Interesting. He'll walk over to the group and just say, she's dead, I think. My magic didn't take full effect.
Jade.
2 things. One, the guy that's missing an arm, he was able to cast cleric-like abilities. Can I find a holy symbol on him if I take a look or feel for something?
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Okay, investigation. 23.
23. Don't seem to find any kind of holy symbols on him, but you do find a little, it's like a little brass brooch
Okay.
with a symbol you have seen, or you wouldn't have seen before. You can feel it over. Are you showing it to anyone?
I don't think Ymir's trying to hide it, so she's sort of gesturing. She's like, "Can anyone help me out here? Just She raises the symbol out.
Can I have a look at it?
Yeah, it is the same symbol you saw in the market painted on the wall.
Oh. Sinza, I think, explains out to Ymir what the symbol looks like. It's the symbol of the sanguine.
Second thing. Hi, I'm the daughter of the faith, right? Was I able to determine that we were fighting a vampire?
From your initial checks, from you trying to determine how she died, at the moment, all you know, because you haven't investigated the body, is that she just suddenly dropped dead. So not necessarily.
That's what I want to do, because if I want to quickly move over to the corpse Because could I?
Roll me a medicine check, please.
Medicine, so good. 23. Rolled a
23.
15 plus my 8 in medicine.
You roll like you have your suspicions, and you run your hand over her neck, and through the blood you can feel the punctures over her throat. This is clearly a vampire. Yeah.
Is she about to become one?
Unlikely,
Okay.
because she
I
is
wanna-
dead already.
Okay. I'll sort of make a note that if Lyre is looking, she'll sort of, as she's putting her fingertips over, trying to find the puncture wounds, and as soon as she recognizes it, you see that her hand grips around it slightly, and radiant magic, as if she was going to use it to destroy something, but realizes that she's not going to. Go for
With a
it.
23, you also notice some strange feeling kind of lumps across the underside of her jaw.
Just want to check. She's just like, I want to check.
If you're sort of like investigating it, Lyre, you're stood next to her. There are these red, sort of almost like boils beginning to appear across her jaw.
Ew. What's that?
Let me let me. Is there, with my medicine, am I able to know what this is?
There's a handful of diseases this could be.
Ew.
At the moment, there's nothing that is giving you clear enough symptoms for you to be able to determine exactly what it is.
I think we should take a step back and maybe we can find answers with the others. But she's dead, and there's I'm pretty sure as she looks over the direction where she thinks the body was, because she knows that things have been moved around since then. Like, pretty sure that was a vampire or vampire adjacent. Sorry, I just want to check and make sure. So if was a vampire, the plan was to and make
That
sure
makes
they don't come
sense.
back. Yes.
They suck blood and like draw out energy and whatnot, don't they?
They suck in general, but yes.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Where's its head? Can I look for the head?
Yeah, I mean the head
Hold up
isn't too
somewhere.
far from the body.
Yeah,
This
pick
sort
it
of
up.
like pile of blonde white hair, as you kind of lift it up, it's kind of heavy.
Can I push the top lip up?
You see these pretty nasty looking fangs.
Well, I think our new friend, what's his name? Longgrave?
Landgrave.
Landgrave will be interested to see he has vampires in his city.
Question: do we question these people here, or do we do it at land? She can hear the squishing sound. Can we? Don't. Do we question them here, or do we do it over there? I have a couple things we can do. If you'd like, we could. I'd like to question one of them now.
We can play good
Just
cop,
to-
bad cop if you want.
Okay. All right. Um, mm, I don't want to deal with. She's gonna look over to the guy that's missing an arm. That's a caster. I would rather not. Looks over to the one that she basically like knocked the shit out of. I scared this one the most, probably.
Jade, as you look over to the guy with the arm, you can see his spirit sat next to his body.
He bled
Ah.
out.
He bled out.
Kaiden, you meant to reattach the arm.
No!
I tied him up. I tied it back in place, right? Like it should have. Oh,
That's a
my
good hog
Question.
tie, actually. Impressive.
Can
Thank you.
can I talk to spirits, or is it just
You
I can
have
only
speak
see
with dead as an inherent ability. You can use one per day.
Don't play with it. Just don't.
Huh?
Just
Sorry.
don't play with it.
Sorry.
if you could all give me a moment, I can try and get. God, she looks over at the body. He's. Did you try to fix the arm that was cut? He's dead. He's dead. I can see him right here. She's gesturing to the empty. He's dead. He's.
I think I need to get better with like my rope skills. Maybe that won't happen.
You think?
Maybe.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You, as she looks over to the spirit.
Are you casting speak with them?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead with this mofo.
You want to talk to him specifically?
I mean, he's. I don't like how you said him specifically.
Which dead person?
Yeah, there's multiple dead people here. Do you want to speak to him?
Okay.
specifically?
Is there a ghost near Edward Deadface Cullen over there? Is
Is he pissed that I'm holding his head?
Yeah, he stood next to Lyre. And he's staring daggers at Sinza.
I'm gonna go speak to Mr. What his face is. I'm gonna have to let me do with Speak
So
with Dead.
speak with dead, you still have to speak to the corpse. But you are effectively addressing the spirit rather than addressing the corpse.
Okay.
So you can speak to his head as Lyre holds it up.
I'm gonna look. If we could just, I'm going to do my thing now. Please don't judge me. And just, Lyre, can you please hold it still? Just hold it still. Thank you. I'm gonna look at the corpse and just addressing it. What is your name?
All of you see the patterns, the kind of scarred markings on Ymir's face and neck and hands begin to glow. There is this sort of soft white gold light that emanates from her as she talks, and from the back of her throat lights up the inside of her mouth. And you see the eyes of this head open with this same gold light. Underneath the mask, it's just this light beaming through the eye holes, and the slack jaw closes. Ezekiel Fane.
Why are you here?
We wanted to see the surface.
Surface. Where are the rest of your people?
The convent.
ask one more. Did you guys want to ask anything? I have a good, solid question. Be quick about it. I don't know how long I can hold this.
I mean, we could ask who they work for, or what is their goal for their crew.
Okay, well, I can do those two things. Okay. She gets back to the mode, locked in.
Locks in.
What is the second one?
What's the Sanguine's crew's goal? What's the end goal of pushing into the district?
What? God, can you raise the head up just a little bit? Just
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Listen up.
What is your organ? There we go. What is your organization's goal?
Power.
Okay.
What a dumb
question.
answer.
Apparently, this vampire was not that smart. Anyways, I have one. Just don't do it. I can see when you just. I have one question. I will ask the question. This will help with what we have a lot. Okay?
Okay.
This is going to be important because that is a vampire and this is a heavily populated city. How many of you are there?
Enough to take over.
Can we get a number rather than
That implies that they don't know an exact number.
So like higher than 5.
At least 7.
Oh my god.
I know.
Okay. All right. She's going to massage her temples and be like, okay.
Gods help us.
All right.
The mouth goes slack on the head again, and the eyes stop glowing.
All right. Okay, we have that answers our question. I think we got a good general idea. I think it's best that we get off the street. Why are you still
Well-
holding it like that?
We're bringing him with us. We need proof. But if you guys want to check their belongings, take all their money, all their belongings. Do not keep the money. We need to give that to Lanyard. I forget his name.
Landgrave.
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 We need to give all the money to Landgrave, but we keep anything else. Check the bodies. There might be something we can use.
Kaiden, do you want to place the rock?
Pardon? I didn't hear that.
Would you like to check the bodies for rocks?
I don't know. I mean, seems a little wrong.
They were killing people.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like it if someone like took my rocks. If I
I
died.
won't take
Okay.
your rocks if you take his.
But Dex.
All right. Okay. No chat.
Kaiden,
Mm.
think of it this way. You are looking for items to
Right.
barter and to trade with to get better things, and they don't need it anymore because we've separated their souls from their bodies.
We do that in the forest. I thought it was different in the city, right? Well, no,
You can use money and trade.
we just find to loot people in the city.
Ymir's just
What?
gonna straight up loot the vampire lord. It's like, fuck this.
Okay, we're gonna get back to this after a quick break. Alright, so who's looting who? Who's looting bodies?
I'm looting. I'm looking vampire
They're not
guy.
dead though. So where's the bodies? There's there, and there. I guess the guy chopped the arm off. I'll check.
Okay. So Jade, so Ymir is hunting, is rummaging through
Not yet.
Ezekiel's pockets. This headless corpse, lovely. You find 30 gold pieces. You find 30 silver pieces. Not silver, copper pieces. There is no silver on the vampire. He knows better. He's not a fool. You find a scroll that you can't read because you can't read. And you find a potion, but you can't determine what it is.
Because you can't see it.
Okay, I'll take the scroll. I'll take the potion. Before you mention the scroll, give me one. I'm gonna just have Ymir take a look at it for now. But just...
Okay. On the rest of the bodies, as you're all kind of rummaging and doing what you need to do, I'd say because Kaiden's specifically looking for rocks, Kaiden, you find what looks like a set of dice, but they're weirdly weighted.
The weighted?
We'll put it in your inventory for you.
Oh, thank you. Are they just like standard, or are they made out of like a nice material or rock or something?
It's like it looks like it's been carved out of stone.
Okay.
So they are relatively nice. They're a bit chipped. Been used quite a lot.
It's cool rock to the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put them in your inventory for you.
Cool. Did you find anything else?
Over the course of the other bodies, you find 20 silver pieces. You find 20 gold pieces. You
20
find
silver on the vampires?
copper pieces. No, they're not vampires.
Okay.
It's only one
the other
vampire. The rest of them are
Okay.
just spots. So 20 silver, 20 gold, 45 copper on the rest of the bodies.
Okay. I mean, I'll pull that all together to put aside, and he knows not to take it for himself. So.
Is there anything of interest on the woman's body?
She had a little basket that it seems like she was being hounded for when you saw this altercation play out. But inside it just seems like fruit mostly. Quite nice looking fresh fruit. There's a small coin purse with a couple of copper in it, to like 2 copper pieces. She did not seem to have an awful lot of money.
She had sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, she had a medallion of the sanguine on her?
Not on her, on the one of the
Okay.
other folks. On the guy who was missing an arm, you found that on him.
Okay, gotcha.
You find that on all of them.
Sinza would like to keep all of those, please.
Okay. Lyre.
While everyone's like looting the bodies and all that kind of stuff, and Lyre's just sort of standing there with a head of the big boy. So he's been told he's a vampire. Lyre has basic knowledge on vampires, right?
Yeah.
So he knows they suck blood, they can drain energy and all that kind of stuff.
You know, yeah, that's your very very basic standard vampire lore. You know that not all of them are born vampires.
Mm-hmm.
That some of them are born vampires. It's a very rare occasion when there is one that is born a vampire.
Okay.
But most of the time, they are just people who were turned.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. That's curious. Lyre sort of thinking back on his knowledge of vampires, his very basic one, he'll have to look into it more, but of his basic knowledge, knowing their abilities and what they can do, he's going to sort of look at the head and lift the lip again. Look at the fangs. Can I break one of the fangs off to keep?
You can try to.
I want to try and do that.
Do you have a small tool or dagger in order to do so?
Let me double check my inventory.
You do have 2 daggers on you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can roll that.
So you can attempt to pry one out. I need you to make me a sleight of hand.
I have a small knife rather than a dagger, if that would be better.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
It's a little less unwieldy, so I'll give you advantage if you
Oh,
are
sweet.
sleight of handing to
You
try
are.
and pry this tooth out.
You are a kind and benevolent god.
Am I truly?
That will be 16. Not too bad. +1.
You managed to pop it out. It does
How
take
big
some
is it?
jamming. Maybe about that big. He's a big guy. He's got big teeth. No wonder this poor little lady was drained of an awful lot of blood very, very quickly.
How tall was he?
Easily like 7 foot something.
Nice.
Damn.
So
Big man.
6'5".
So
That's
6'9" on Tinder.
Lyre will place it in his spellbook and close it,
Did he have blue eyes?
Okay.
and then pick up the head again.
As you're picking up the head, he's got very elven features.
I wonder how old you were. You could be ancient.
Just talking to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I notice this?
I mean, yeah. I mean, are you being subtle about it, Lyre?
No.
No.
What?
Are you?
I'm a wizard. We use weird
I-
shit.
I talked to the dad. I can't really.
Yeah.
What is this? She sort of braces out the scroll.
Pulls the scroll out.
Does it look familiar, like a spell scroll?
It looks like a spell scroll.
Can I have that?
She looks at him.
Can I look at that? You can hold the head.
She'll give it to. She's just being difficult. Here you go.
Cool. Do you want to hold the head? Awesome.
Don't puke, Ymir. You open up the spell scroll, and it looks like a scroll of magic missile, but there is an amendment to the beginning of the scroll that says Jim's magic missile.
Huh. I wonder who Jim is.
I will put it in your inventory for you.
Thank you. Could come in handy. You never know. This is actually, before I take it for myself, does anyone want a spell scroll? It's Jim's magic missile.
Stop moving the head like that. That's nasty.
I can't learn from a spell scroll, can I?
I don't believe so, but depending on the DM's world, I believe you can use it once, and then the spell scroll itself is disintegrated in a sense.
Yeah, it's a one-off spell if you can't learn the spell.
The question is if you can read it properly.
Is it written in common?
It is written in Selrun, yeah, in common.
Probably not for me, but thank you.
Kaiden?
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at it. Just kind of takes it. And just looks very confused at it for a couple minutes.
It's upside down.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't read.
Glasses.
Hold on. Kaiden has glasses.
It's just,
Who
I can't read.
when did you pull those off someone?
Oh, they had it on them. I thought I'd try them out.
Do they help?
But they don't really help. Everything's blurry.
Make everything blurry.
I thought it might help me read magic, but apparently not.
Not this time.
All right.
Ymir,
Sorry. What?
can I have that, please?
Sorry, please.
Please. She snatches the head from you. She's just gonna get like a piece of cloth that she has on her and just kind of roll it up, and just like so it's not out, just hanging
Good
around.
idea. You
Right.
also have a potion bowl on Ymir that she doesn't know what it is.
Okay.
Is she Is she holding? I'm sorry.
is
Is
she?
that was that to the party or?
That's to the party.
Oh,
Like you've probably seen her like holding it up and being like, and then just not registering.
what have you got there?
Huh?
What do you have there in your hand?
It is a bottle of something.
Oh wow! Can I see it?
Does it smell good?
Maybe we don't just
She-
pop the cork on something that we don't know the contents
She
of.
pulls out the potion bottle. Sorry, please. Even though there's no lips there. Sorry, please.
You can see Sinza starting to lose her patience a little bit. She kind of like takes a really deep breath. Please, Ymir, can I see the potion?
She immediately has it too. She is having the time of her life.
Thank you, Ymir. Can I
You can
look
roll
at
me
it?
an Arcana check to figure out what it is.
Oh god. Oh wait. This might actually be okay. No.
Oh dear.
Can I roll Arcana?
It is an 8.
It's like an orange liquid.
Sinza,
Hmm.
once we get back to the base, I actually have the ability to identify certain things of magical
Oh.
capabilities.
Okay.
So if this is not like just flavored water and does have magical properties to it, I can find it out.
That's actually very useful.
You can hold on to it for now.
Oh, it's
Or give it back
Ymir
to
found it.
Ymir.
So
Yeah.
she hands it
Maya,
back to
what's your
Ymir.
passive perception?
11.
Okay, never mind.
I'm minding now. What does that mean?
So I have a question for you, Toby.
Hi.
I saw there was something rolled after combat. Is Kaiden okay?
Oh, that was. I think that was a. It was an auto roll. I didn't roll that, so.
Okay, I was very concerned seeing that after combat.
Do not to worry. I think that was just a
Okay.
fucking foundry having a fit. Okay. So, are you guys heading back to Green Company, or are you going somewhere else?
I think we're gonna head back to Grain Company.
I think maybe we should hide the bodies off the street first.
Might be a good idea.
Do we bring them with us, or are we hiding them?
There's
Because
one guy that's still out cold.
Alive,
we
right?
could bring him
Alive.
out cold. Do you think they'd want one alive?
It's possible.
For questioning, maybe.
There is already that one.
But we should bring the head of the big guy. Let them know that there's vampires in the city.
Hmm.
And some diseased woman, too, apparently. And I'm gonna just glance over at the whammon.
Okay. Roll
She
me a perception
dead.
check.
Oh no,
Huh?
she gone. She gone.
Oh.
God. Oh, no. I
that
forget this is a
is
horror campaign.
12.
Her eyes are open. They always have been while she was
Okay.
laying on the floor. But they are now, like, they are now horribly bloodshot, and she is like, oh my god, and she is now bleeding from the eyes. The boils are starting to creep up the sides of her face.
Ew. I don't,
Her
We
blood
should
is
let-
also starting to turn darker than it should be.
Oh my god. We should let Lanyard know about this as well. This is weird. I don't like it.
Have I seen anything like this before, Toby?
Roll me a history check.
Can I roll as well?
Yeah, if anyone wants to roll a history check, if you've all been made aware of this by Lyre.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if this is something maybe seen in nature or if it's.
I'm busy throwing up in the corner. What the fuck?
Sinza, this is completely unfamiliar to you. You've never seen anything like this. It's progressing at an alarming rate. And considering that she's dead and it's still progressing is worrying. Kaiden, this is unlike anything you've seen in nature. Part of you thinks that it's man-made. Ymir.
Can I roll to figure something out?
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out?
Is this something worth destroying the body for?
Roll me a medicine check, please.
Oh, let me roll again. That almost fell out. $21.
21. The more you kind of like you're hearing the symptoms as Lyre tells you, the more you think that this is something that could be infectious if not dealt with.
Hi. Your residential medical malpractice here. I don't mean to be like I don't apologies for my comment, a douchebag, but she points at the direction of where she last saw the body, started putting things together. We need to burn that body. It needs to go. It will infect people. It will spread.
How would you recommend? Just light it on fire?
The fire might have spread to these buildings.
Could take her body to the outskirts and light it there.
We'd have to touch it, and you said it's
You're not
infectious.
far from the outskirts.
Hey, do any of you have gloves or anything? Or no, of course
I've got
you
an
don't.
idea to get rid of it without making a mess.
What you
Yes.
Toby, can I cast, because it's a cantrip, just in continuous cast basically of infection to cause just tons of maggots to just eat the body?
Oh, like infestation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Just so the maggots just continuously, and I'll just keep casting
It's
it
like
so that they're more
faster rate of decay.
Yeah. So there's so much that they just continuously eat very fast through that body.
Okay. You are going to like effectively speed cast it.
Yeah.
It's a tiring process. You continuously casting the spell, but you watch as this sort of horde of maggots seem to climb out of the flagstones underneath it and begin to eat away at this corpse. You watch her face getting kind of slowly taken until it is bones, but you're also watching a good handful of those maggots turning black and falling off of her. So you are having to kind of keep this cast up to keep the amount moving. It takes about 10 minutes, which is very fast. But she is mostly in tatters now. It's a lot less likely that this would be infectious now that there's nothing for the infection to keep hold of.
I could burn the rest if needed.
Probably a good idea.
Alright. Firebolt just at the...
You just pew-pewing until she catches
Finger
light.
guns.
And she still has fabric on her, so the fabric burns. Whatever flesh is left is soldered. It's blackened. It turns to ash. It smells awful, but it's better than whatever was happening to her.
I wonder if the Green Company know anything about this.
We can let them know.
If they don't, she points her mace over at the guy that's still alive. This one will.
Good point.
Possibly.
We should go,
It's
though.
still alcohol.
We should go. By the way, we've been here a long time. We should go.
Let's go.
So you guys heading back to
Green Company.
Green
Pick up the
Company.
bodies.
All of them?
Yeah.
We
The
gonna hide the
armless
bodies
guy
now?
and the knocked out guy, I think we're taking.
I thought we were hiding all the bodies and just taking the knocked out guy with
Yeah.
us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could hide.
Put him in a
Your mate
potato
with the
cart.
lost arms dead. Dex, I'm sorry.
You hold tight
No,
to death.
my friend.
He's dead. He's dead. For sure, for sure. Super dead.
Okay.
Who has all the money that we have to give? Just so we know who has it.
I can carry the head and the coin. That's fine.
Cool. So,
So you have a total of 50 gold,
20 silver.
75 copper pieces, and 20 silver silver
Nice.
pieces.
I got it written down. We're all good.
Gold, copper.
20 silver.
You
20
also
silver.
found a potion that you have not identified.
And a scroll.
You found a scroll of Jim's magic missile, and you found a set of charlatan's dice.
Jimmy boy!
AKA Cool Rocks.
Okay, so you guys begin to head back to the Green Company hideout in the Verdant district. It is, look, it's about 3 in the morning, right? So it is late. There is no one out on these streets as you begin to head back. Sinza.
While we're traversing, this guy bit that woman. Can I just gently open the cloth and see if any of the signs are starting to affect his corpse?
Roll me a medicine check.
So I'm not good at those. I'm not medicine based. Oh wait, it's okay. Medicine 16.
A 16. Okay. You can see the red boils along the neckline.
Oh. Okay. Ah, shit. She's gonna toss her head over to Lyre. Do you think the fang? Oh wait, did I see Lyre take the fang or no? I don't want to roll on this.
You have not seen it, no.
Okay. We may have a problem. This vampire bit the woman who was infected. He's starting to show signs.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Can we take something else as proof? Get rid of this head?
Should we
Like
keep
what?
the skull? And I can, you know.
A skull's not bad.
Actually, as you like with that medicine check as well, the line around his neck is turning grey and crumbling.
Oh.
So,
I think this guy's gonna fade away eventually at any point, but I think we may want to quicken this. I don't really want to take a infested head back to Green Company if there's people that live there.
okay.
I'll follow your lead. What's the play?
Kaiden, can you do the same that you did before and we'll take the skull back?
Yeah. You'll cast infection.
As you cast infestation on it, the head begins to crumble into ash.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Those of you who have a vague understanding of vampires is that usually they don't leave behind a body.
Oh, I think my magic went wrong again. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think this is you, doll. It's okay.
Can I check my book, Toby? Open to the page
You
with
can
the tooth.
indeed. The tooth is still there. His head is beginning to kind of like collapse in on itself. The skull has disintegrated, and pieces of the face have just collapsed into this pit inside his head.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If a group comes and says, "Hey, by the way, they're vampires. They killed a woman, and now she's sick, and we had to burn the body." I mean, what would we have to lie about? We're trying to clear a debt.
We already have a form of proof. We have this guy with us, so
Yeah, that's true.
if he's got loose lips, maybe he'll spill some of the information, assist us.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. Lanyard would love us.
Okay. Are you sure? You're heading back to Green Company. So as
God
you
damn it, Toby.
guys re-enter the hideout, you have this guy like lopped over one shoulder.
Big ball man got him.
Big man. Ooh. So yeah.
I love how Dex just automatically tests if it works.
Every time. I've got to test.
It's my favorite thing, dude. The second the screen loads, I just see Kaiden go, boop, bleep.
No, I've got to test it. He's got ADHD, he can't sit still.
Yep, valid.
Aww. Yeah, you see the kobold sat by the door, as he seems to always be. He looks at you, looks at the body over your shoulder, and is like, and I like.
Right, this one's alive.
We're looking for Landgrave.
In
Who's
his office.
Lanyard?
Lyre begins to walk.
Okay.
Kane just completely forgot this guy's name because of fucking Lanyard being said.
Lanyard. Looking for Lanyard. That's so upsetting.
Oops.
Oh,
Ymir, honey,
Oh.
that's closing a door. Babe, are you
That
okay?
was me.
That's
That
not
was
me.
right. I can help. I've learnt a lot about doors in the last few days. I can help you use it properly.
Oh god, why is the camera fucking pinging? Oh god. Oh god, why is it pinging so bad? Oh, it's trying. Oh, wait, stop moving, kids. Give me a hot second while I try and fix this.
Ryan!
You broke it!
The damn door.
I blame Lav.
Of course you do.
No, it's fine. It's just blame me. It's fine. Just blame me. Drink Pride Month. Fuck you, man.
The door's like a Skyrim door. I just glitch out the whole game.
Thought I heard something.
The door hurts.
You what?
Guess it does not.
Walks through table.
Does the whole, what was that?
What was that? Yeah, that's Kaiden. What was
Must
that?
have been the wind or something.
Oh boy. Boundary broke.
Did we break it, Toby?
Broke it.
Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah, okay. It should. Yeah, alright, fixed it. Alright. So it should automatically. The camera should automatically follow you lot now, which is good. Alright.
Skyrim.
So, Landgrave's office is open. I think this guy has moved out of the way. But. Stop fucking wiggling, kids.
He's doing the Skyrim shuffle.
I will pause you again.
Okay.
Lyre will knock before walking in.
You hear a quiet. Yeah, come in.
Landgrave! Good to see you, my friend.
Ah, you're back. Right. Yeah. How'd it go?
Well, it went well. Sinza, would you like to give the man his winnings, if you will?
Sinza reaches into her pocket, kind of pulls out a small pouch and puts it on the table in front of him.
He pours it out, begins kind of counting strips of metal. And you see him kind of go, like, take a section of the gold and then begin to kind of count out the rest of it. And he pushes 25 gold towards you lot. Your earnings as well. The 25 is all I needed for the debt. There's 25 left over, so it's yours.
I mean, we had a deal, and we don't want to go back on our deal.
Take it as a kindness.
Can I check this guy just to make sure he's not trying to set us up in a way?
Insight check.
Piece of fucking habit-ass forehead. 12.
I mean, he's given you money. He seems like he's just like, you've done a job for me, and this is an excess. I usually pay the people who work for me, so you're being paid.
Well, I personally don't need it. If anyone else would like it, feel free. The rich kid.
Do you take it?
I need only more gold coins because that's all I can carry.
Add 25 gold to your needs. Okay. Right, debt's considered paid. What the what the fuck is this dude doing in my office? And he points at Kaiden's shoulder, at the man that is dumped over your shoulder very, very awkwardly.
Sinza?
Oh, right. It'll just dump him off.
I didn't ask you to bring back hostages. What is this?
Further proof of what happened.
Well, what happened?
Have you guys had any vampire issues recently? Any sightings, anything along those lines?
He frowns.
Just casually.
One or two recently. They're not common. Not common here.
Were they perhaps carrying sanguine symbols?
There's vampires working with the sanguine.
The ones that we ran into were?
One big one.
Just one.
Just one. They don't come as just one. He kind of frowns and starts writing something on the edges of the map on his table. Shit.
And we thought maybe if you had an ally of one that worked alongside one in your captivity, maybe you had the means to get answers out of him, to find out maybe how many.
Where they are.
Where they are. A place called the Convent.
He perks up at that sound, like at the name of that. The Convent are getting involved with the Sanguine.
Who
looks to Ymir. Look.
Ymir surprisingly perks up, and when I asked the question, it was particularly, where are the rest of you located? And the convent was mentioned.
Aye, so we've had a couple of on and off troubles over the last quite a few years of there being a clan of these vampires underneath the city, in the Underdark.
Well,
Fun.
There's an entrance to the Underdark in the city. It's not an easy one to get to, but it is there. And it's honestly not unsurprising that there's more of them appearing, if that's the case, but I don't know what their motives are.
Yeah, why would they join the Sanguine of all gangs?
Many, many years ago, when there were still civil wars happening in the city, there were some gangs that liked to abduct people, sell them on to the vampires for weapons, for information.
Not trading in
people-
flesh.
Trading in thralls. They wanted bodies to make into their own. People would get taken and made into thralls. It's not happened in a long time, not since the Civil War ended about 30 years ago now.
So it sort of spread like an infection, if you will?
You could call vampirism an infection.
Right.
It's more like a parasite, but...
Right. So, speaking of infections, have you seen an infection happening recently? Boils around the jawline?
My scouts have mentioned something.
Right.
But in the Amber districts, they're talking about there being a sickness that's going around.
There's a library there.
I don't know how relevant that is. I know there's a hospital in the Amber district that might be dealing with that.
Well, this one was spreading it. She forgot that the vampire's not there anymore. This group points at the guy, was spreading it.
He looks at the person hanging over Kaiden's shoulder, who's just about beginning to stir. How big was this group that you dealt with? About four.
It's 4 in total.
Okay. We seem to be getting a lot of these little groups just dotted around the line of our border, as if they're trying to keep our attention off of something else.
Sinza is going to pull out her map. So it's happening on the outskirts of the city mostly.
On the outskirts of our territory,
Do you know exactly where these things have been happening? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to formulate some form of pattern, a space where they're not hitting on purpose to draw your attention away from that certain sector.
We haven't heard a word from the Amber District for a while. The Brotherhood of Sabers have gone quiet. I thought that was just them keeping them to themselves, but if the Sanguine are dealing with vampires, maybe there's something else going on. We've been so busy with making sure that our borders are safe that we haven't checked in with the rest of the city.
It might be time to maybe pay them a visit. I'm not sure what your relationships are to them with issues that you have, but if there's vampires in the city, that's sure to be bigger than this confrontation you will have.
Aye, maybe this fucker knows more about it than I do. And you hear this kind of groan from Kaiden's shoulder before the legs start kind of kicking a little bit. And he's like, and he's just kicking his like very, very dazedly, trying to get off of Kaiden's shoulder. What's happening? Where am I? What's up?
I could question him.
Hey, do you want to do a wee bit of interrogation for me?
She looks over at the body, the still moving body. I have my own questions, but yes.
Aye. I can pay you.
I'm going to repeat what our lovely friend Lyre said. This isn't us joining your convent, your gang.
Aye. But at the moment, we need all hands on deck. Whether you're part of the Green Company or not, if you're willing to help, I'll take it.
How about we take the night? It's late. I'm tired. And we have a lovely bedding back at the tavern we frequent. We can take the night. You can keep
I'm
the
sure
hostage.
Lostrel will be happy to know that the debt's paid. You should
Exactly.
probably tell him.
We have good news to share. So, we can come back tomorrow once we're rested. You can have your interrogation, and then we can have ours.
Hey, I'll keep him here.
Yuri is very good with their words. So in the eyes.
All in the eyes. Aye. And he kind of sits back in his chair. And he's like, at 8, take the night. Come back and talk to me tomorrow. Cleared heads and that.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Always a pleasure, Landgrave. And Sinza will turn to leave.
I rest well. We got a lot of work to do. You leaving the guy with Landgrave?
Yeah, it's literally just
Mm-hmm.
walking out the door.
Just hear like, as he's like face down on the floor. But yeah, you all head back out and back into the city.
Oop.
It doesn't take you long to get back to the last drop.
Jade's got something.
Yes.
Just a flavor thing. I was just gonna have her be the last one out. She's gonna look at that person for a couple more seconds before leaving.
He seems a bit more focused on the fact that his head hit the floor at quite a pace after Kaiden just kind of tossed him, and he's just sort of like dizzily, or yeah, trying to push himself up. The last drop at this time of night is quiet. Sat at the tavern, sort of at the bar, is Sayo and Nostril. They seem to be talking amongst themselves and sharing a glass of wine. It seems like the place has been cleaned up since you were last here. The bodies are gone. The blood's been washed out mostly. There's still a couple of idle splatters across the carpet that have been tried to get washed out, but they weren't fully. But it's a peaceful atmosphere.
Kaiden, do you want to give
Right.
them the good news?
What was the good news?
Their debt's paid.
Right, he's going to pretend he knows what that is, and it will go over to them. Was it Lostrel?
Yes.
Right, well, we've got your debt paid. Whatever that is. I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to give you. He looks back to the party. Am I supposed to give them the debt?
No. It,
Okay.
You're doing great.
We
sweetie.
sorted the debt with Green Company.
Both Deseo and Nostril kind of stand up. You really? Shit, really? Wait, really? You actually, what shit? And like Nostril kind of grabs Deseo and is like, the debt's gone. We're good. And Deseo looks thrilled, although very, very fluffed up in feathers. Like, you got rid of the debt for us. That's so kind of you, thank you.
We are happy to help.
You are
And,
always welcome here, okay?
Of course. Free lodging and food whenever we stay here, right?
Always, always. Would you like
Did you
something
do you have any honey?
Oh, yes, I found some honey. And
Thank you.
Deseo just kind of flutters back behind the bar. And find, like, they will appear kind of before you. I assume you lot have walked further into the tavern rather than standing by the door. Deseo will offer a jar of honey to you, Kaiden. It's quite a chunky, great jar of honey. It's like a good, like, palm-sized jar.
Gone in seconds.
Honey.
It's just eating it with his fingers, like.
Winnie the Pooh up in this bitch. Just.
Awful.
There's a little label on the jar that seems to be the company that has provided this honey. It's called Busy Hands, but busy is spelled like buzz.
Oh, that's cute.
Buzzy Hands.
That's cute. He basically just like taste tests it. It's like, and just puts it away in case he needs it.
Oh, yeah.
But she's trying to stick his massive hand in a little jar. It's just killing
It's
me.
like, don't fit. It's like putting your hands in a Pringle can. Yeah, Pringle can.
Oh,
It's struggling.
Exactly that.
The sale offers is like, do you want anything to drink or eat or anything? I know it is late, but you have just come back.
Well, I will be up for another 10 or so minutes if you would like me to identify that potion of yours, Ymir.
Ymir and Sinza have moved to the couch to sit in front of the fire, I think.
Ymir has been deathly quiet the entire walk. And Ymir's like, okay.
Okay.
Hands you the potion.
I will walk over to a table and sit down and ritually cast Identify.
Okay.
Send me the details, Toby.
Busy doing
Send me the
that.
D.
Anta orange.
Send me the details.
What are the rest of you doing in the meantime while I get the stats thing?
Thank you.
Sinza would like a glass of mead, please.
Lostral will absolutely pour you a glass.
Yes.
3 cups of coffee, please.
Oh dear God.
This hour.
It's 4 a.m.
Only 3. Only 3 this time.
It's 4 a.m.
Oh.
Boys.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Do you really
Kaiden
do you
just
need
spoke.
3? Maybe try and sleep?
The coffee helps me sleep.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep.
You are given 3 cups of coffee on a little tray. Sip, sip, sip.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Lyre, I've added the potion to your inventory.
Wizard doing wizard things.
Under consumables.
I'm muted. My thing's not loading. Give me a second. Wait, talk amongst yourselves. I'm doing my thing.
Energy.
Kaiden's just going to be sitting in front of the fire. He's not like laid down. He's just kind of like staring into the fire and sitting there for the moment.
Sinza just kind of puts an arm out, kind of like over where Ymir is sitting, and just pulls her pipe from her pocket and just gently smokes at it.
Ymir's face
downtime.
is red from the heat because she's just been drinking this like
Okay. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going to take it from you.
Does Ymir look okay to Kaiden? Because he looks like freaking out.
the phrase I'm not gonna take it from you.
You couldn't even if you tried.
Oh, you want to test that right now?
Just like shut. Too late.
Mundane potion
Milk.
haste.
Oh.
No, that's just.
Was that the
coffee.
potion? Was that the potion?
No.
Drink a fan out.
Lyre will walk over after about 10-15 minutes and sort of just like sit on the back end of the couch, holding the potion. It says, "You know, this would actually be helpful for any of us, if I'm honest. It is gives you the ability to bolster oneself for about an hour. Also increases your chance to succeed on certain things. So for any of us, it would be quite great. Simply put, this is a potion of heroism.
Oh.
You gain 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell with no concentration required."
It says blue, it is orange.
Yes.
It's handy. Why don't you hold on to it for now and we can discuss handing it out at a point?
Well, I mean, Ymir found it. I don't want to take claim to something that's not mine.
You can have it.
Okay. Kaiden?
No, I've got the cool rocks, and like you passed me that scroll, so
All right. He'll put it in his bag.
So does Kaiden currently have the spell?
Yeah, Kaiden's got the
Spell
spell.
scroll.
he's gonna end up like
You're gonna
taking it
regret
out
this.
and try and really focus and try and read it. Like his head's steaming. I don't think he's gonna make any progress because it's not druidic magic.
Yeah.
Magic missile isn't a druid spell, so
You can mostly read it.
yeah.
I will
Like, and
put the
help you out.
details of the spell in your whispers.
He's just trying to like glean information because he's seen Lyre like with books. And it's like, oh, they're learning through like words. So he's trying to mimic that, but with the scroll.
Sweet, sweet bean.
Yeah, he's absorbing it.
Aw.
So I've given you the details of the spell in your whispers.
All right, cool.
But yeah, you can hear Deseo and Nostril like quietly, excitedly chatting to each other. They share a little kiss and clink their wine glasses together. They seem very, very happy, over the moon, if not that they no longer have this debt that's been hanging over them for a long time.
I love them.
With the place being so empty and quiet, it's peaceful. It's a nice change. You can head to bed whenever you like. If you would like to just talk, also an option.
So that was nice.
Nice isn't a word I'd use for it, but it was an experience.
So tomorrow we go over to
Lanyard.
where do we stand on this? We've done our part, but this appears to be a lot bigger than what was anticipated. Lanyard, Landcrest, whatever
Landgrave.
his name, Landgrave. Even he seemed a bit caught off guard from the whole situation, and while I'm not particularly fond of this faction in particular, I think we work together real good as a team. And personally, while I may not seem like it, I don't think I could leave with a clear conscience knowing that there's potentially a vampire coven that is set on bringing death to this entire city.
It's difficult. I only just got here. This is the first city I've really seen. I want to see more. I also don't
Well,
want to
there's
die
that
to
library you
vampires.
mentioned as well.
In the Amber District, where there is a disease plaguing everything, apparently.
I mean, you can sort of see there's a bit of conflict on Ymir's face. We've already done enough by giving them someone to interrogate on their own. We have no commitment to any particular group. It's just what we gathered together because of our dreams. But I like us as a team.
You keep saying team. Do we need a name?
I'm glad
kind of
you brought
name?
that up. I say that our name is the Couriers, but the Couriers with the OU is like curry, so curry.
Curry.
The curry.
The
Was it the curry not good? It was really
The curry was
Oh,
very good. I did enjoy the curry.
Couriers. Yes.
Do we need to keep curry on us then? If we're
At
the
all
curry.
just feels
times, like in our
tacky.
At all
pockets.
She
times.
opens her pouch. 1 piece, 2 gold piece, 3 gold piece.
No.
Water. 5.
I personally don't know what I want to do right now. Taking on an entire city full of vampires and defeating a plague potentially at the same time, that's a big commitment. And I don't even know what I want to do in this world right now. I don't really know where I'm going next. And Lyre will sort of like grab his book and sort of just hold it close. Just like a self-soothe in a sense. I don't know what's next, but I'm worried if we take this on, we are going to get pulled into something a lot deeper, and there will be no way out.
I think we're already involved.
Miss Sinza?
You're in trouble.
Hello, Toby.
Quick,
Uh,
everyone get
You
away
know,
from her.
you look especially handsome today.
that was Lostrel. You hear Lostrel kind of poking up from the bar. Miss Sinza, could I speak with you at some point? You asked me to gather information. I think I may have something that would be useful to you.
Already?
You hear a lot from people coming in and out.
Okay. You guys don't mind if I just really quickly. And she very quickly gets up from the couch and makes her way over, kind of leaning over the bar.
He takes a seat. He is significantly shorter than you. He's a dwarf.
She kind of tilts her head a little
they
bit,
are,
so
sorry.
she's not kind of shadowing over him.
As you take a seat next to them, they look up at you. Look, I don't like the concept of illegal
You can say it.
things, you know,
Mm-hmm.
doing things under the books, but I know there's an information network in Sihonos. It's tied to the gangs. I don't know who's mostly involved in it, but you can find out literally anything. Someone's got to know about what you're asking about. at least they'd be able to point you in the right direction.
Do you have a name or a location?
Last I knew, there is it's almost like it's kind of in the ratways under the city. It's dodgy. You have to know the right people. But if you're in the Green Company, maybe they know how to get in.
She kind of ponders for a second. There's something kind of passing behind her eyes as she's thinking. I appreciate you seeking this information for me, I really do. I think we're all just kind of working out where we're going next, so this might be something for us to follow if they want to help me, I guess.
Right, I just thought you'd need to know. That's the
yeah.
best I could get, but
no, I
I mean,
appreciate
you've only
it.
been
Thank
away
you.
for a day.
I appreciate it. I do. Thank you.
Glad I could help. And, they smile at you. You need anything else, just tell us. Your rooms have been done up for you, so you can just head up whenever you like. We've effectively just kind of booked them out for when you are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again, really.
Of course. It's the least we could do.
And they nod at you and kind of gesture as if you want to head back to your group.
Sinza kind of turns and looks at the group. She kind of puts her hands behind her head and take this big stretch. So guys, small favor, just a small one. I may have a lead for information on the Kindred of Ash from our lovely friends. And I know we're kind of in a place of limbo at the moment in what we're going to do next, but this might be a small task on the side? Something? If you're willing to help, of course.
That's the reason I come to help, so...
There's a information network under the city. Green Company may be able to assist me in getting in, or us in getting in.
Under the city?
Yeah.
Where there's vampires?
Yeah.
There's what? Lostro kind of looks over at you. What?
I'll tell you later, Lostro. Don't worry.
It's fine.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Don't eavesdrop, Lostro.
It's kind of hard not to when you're yelling at each other from across the bar.
We're not yet.
You
She's
didn't have
walking.
a nightmare. You're not a part of this.
Alright, sorry.
This is a
It's
group
not
of
the
destiny,
hand over
Nostro.
his eyes, and I'm like,
You wasn't in the
alright,
dream, alright?
He wasn't in the dream.
This is the dream,
I'll
people.
just, alright, okay, and they put their hands over their ears and like, I'm not listening, I'll have a drink with my husband, fuck you.
I like him. It's an idea. It's something
I don't want to come across as desperate or anything, but this is what I'm chasing. This is my next step. This is the closest I've ever been. And I'm happy to go and do it on my own. But I would really like to do this with you guys. If you're willing to support me.
I will make you a deal.
Okay, make a deal.
If I come with you, and I am helpful in any way at all, minor convenience, you owe me.
What do I owe you? Though? That's such a
favor. And you can't say no.
I can't. I'm not agreeing to murder.
You can't
I'm
say
not going to
no.
murder anyone. That's so vast.
That's what makes it fun.
I can't say no to murder. You just lobbed the head off a vampire, she says out loud. And they're going to be questioned about the murder?
Yes, but he also started it. I just finished it. Okay.
Deal?
I know I'm gonna regret this. And she like closes her eyes and takes your hand.
Perfect.
Well, you already know I'm gonna help anyway, so.
Thank you, Kaiden. Ymir, my sweet cinnamon child.
Look, you are all accident prone. If I was not there, you would be like, oh no, Ymir!
Accident prone? I got
Oh,
hit
God.
with a sword. How is that accident prone?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Ymir. My face ran into a blade again. Oh, please help me. And then I'd be like, oh man, I sure miss the people that I was with before. Of course I'm going to be with you guys.
So we can set off for that in the morning. Ymir can have their interrogation. You can ask for information on the sewers, I guess. And we'll find what you're chasing.
Thank you. You see, her usually smiling demeanor almost drops a little bit for a couple seconds, and then she quickly picks it back up again and kind of like just shifts her shoulders, and then she moves back around to sit down on the couch again.
Right, well, it is late. I'm gonna go crawl into bed. Get some rest, person.
Sleep well.
Good night.
Anything else that the rest of you want to do, or you're all going to bed? Easy time.
Sleeping.
Sleepy time. Okay. As you all begin to head to your rooms, it's starting to get light out as you go to bed. But it's a peaceful evening or morning, I suppose, as you all begin to rest. Once again, you are drawn into another dream. You can each see each other. Once again, on that cliff face, overlooking an unfamiliar moon and unfamiliar ocean. Unlike the sky you're so used to, the sky is starless. There's no ring that carves its line through the sky. There's no clouds. It is just emptiness. But the moon is large and bright, beautiful. You're all bathed in the silver as you look out over this quiet ocean, and you see one figure with glowing blue eyes, raising their hand in your direction and pointing at Lyre. There is a silence for a moment before a voice stand in the ashes of 1,000 dead and ask the ghosts if honor matters. Their silence is your answer. And crawling out of the ocean, arms reaching out of the water, pulling themselves onto the surface, are hundreds, thousands of people, figures, humanoid figures, all of them climbing out as if the ocean has been holding them down. All these red glowing eyes piercing through the night and looking at you. All you can see is silhouettes and red, as they're all clambering out, desperate to breathe, desperate to be alive. And the blue glow grows brighter in these eyes as he smiles, and you can see this gleam of teeth in the dark. But it's bony, skeletal, almost as if there were no lips there. you feel this sense of unease, like a panic in your chest. Sinza, you can feel something clawing at your ribcage. Something underneath the surface. Lyre, you feel drawn to this. That's a power that could be so useful in the right hands. Ymir, you've not felt death like this, ever. And it's weighing on you like tar on your shoulders. You feel as though you're being sunk into the ocean underneath you, but you stand on that cliff face. You face it. And Kaiden, everything about this is unnatural. This is not what 𝘏𝘪𝘨 would want. This is not what the goddess of nature would determine to be natural. There is no natural order in vampirism, in undeath. Yet this horde rises anyway. And the morning comes. You awake peacefully. Less of a panic than the last time, but you are left with this unease that settles over you. It's maybe about 2 in the afternoon as you wake up. What are you doing?
If I can. So I felt drawn to this power, did I, Toby?
Yes.
Like, how in what sense do you mean? Like, what kind of ran through my mind when I saw that raw source of magic?
That is a level of wizardry, of magic, of power that somebody is able to wield that is almost inspiring. It's just a shame that it's being wielded in such a manner.
Okay. Lyre will sit up and sort of laugh to himself. And he'll reach over to his desk and grab his book, and put it in front of him and open it up. And he'll open to the page with the tooth and sort of pick it up and begin looking at it. A raw source of magic, wielded by one who doesn't know how to wield it properly. If only I had something that was used to draw energy out of people, to make it their own, to harness all that power. You and I have a lot of work to do, little friend. We are going to do some research, and you are going to be the reason I take magical prowess from others and make it my own. This shall be fun. He'll place it back in the book and close it.
What are the rest of you doing?
Was Kaiden able to do the thing that he wanted to do?
What thing was that, sorry?
I put it in the whispers for you. It was probably very loud for others.
Yeah, I'll say you could, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, he's gonna clean it up. He checks out the door, makes sure no one's around. Goes put stuff back, comes back, cleans up everything he can.
Made a fucking mess of the room, but hey.
Yeah.
Ymir, you wanted to do something.
Can I know who's in the room right next to me?
I mean, I'm sure you would have been made aware who was nearby, yeah? So if you guys want to move up to the rooms that you want to be staying in.
I think I was in the far end one before.
Yeah.
Do I know who's who?
I think I was in the second one.
You would have been made aware of who was in the room next to you, yeah.
God damn it, I didn't go up the stairs.
You went up the wall by accident.
For fuck.
If you need to just move your token manually, you can just click and drag.
Open the
I'll be doing
door.
that.
There we go.
Okay, so Lyre was in the room next to you.
What? Because you're in another room after you just did that. You'll hear, and Ymir will know. You'll hear from the wall beside you. Was I the only one that was tripping balls tonight? Just me? Lyre? Lyre? Lyre, I think I tickled myself, Lyre.
Go to sleep, Ymir.
I don't want to.
What I do?
I'm going to get more coffee.
No answer.
Sorry for bothering you, Lyre. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay, Sinza, what are you up to?
I honestly, I don't think Sinza's doing a lot, to be honest. She's, I think, thinking over the things that the vampire had said to her. You're one of mine, you're one of mine, you're one of mine, just kind of like replaying over and over and over and over again in her head. She's trying to sleep, but besides that, I don't think she's pondering on too much. She's just thinking about the day's events.
So as the afternoon draws in, and each of you have woken up after your another shared dream, maybe a little more targeted this time, you can hear chatter downstairs. It seems like folks are out and about and making noise. Not many, maybe, but it's, midday in a tavern.
Sinza's gonna head downstairs. Put herself down on the couch. That's my spot, Kaiden.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go it first.
She kind of like shoves him to the side.
In the face.
Yes.
He's gonna pull out the thing he was working on during the night and pass it to Sinza as well.
What do you have? What is this?
It's a small bar with moss and other bits of honey in it.
You made more?
It's the soap you asked for.
I was joking. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, well, you said you wanted it.
I know, but I was also just joking. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's alright.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have another dream last night, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't like the feeling of this one.
It felt unnatural and it's making me miss the forests a lot.
It stirred something in me. Did it look like it was reaching for Lyre?
I don't know. It could have been reaching for any of us, I think.
Can I make a general perception check to reminisce on the dream? Or like an insight check or something, Toby?
I'd say an insight, yeah.
No.
No, don't do that.
No, stop it!
Silly boy. Oh wait, that's a D12. Get out of here.
You're crushing it, Lav. I'm proud of you.
18.
18. It seemed like it was pointing in Lyre's direction. One hand raised up, pointing towards Lyre.
Can I ask you something, Kaiden?
Yeah,
You're a very straight-cut person.
thank you. I don't know what it
What's
means.
It means that you see things for what they are, and you speak them for what they are, basically.
Right.
It's a good thing. What do you think about Lyre as a person? What's your interpretation?
I don't really know him that well. I mean, he's very blue. He wears lots of red. He's very
You're so
good with
perceptive
magic.
this morning.
Thank you. I think it's because of the glasses I took.
So you just see a blue blur now?
Yeah, it's the blue blur. I think it's strange he's so good with magic after a year. But I've tried my whole life and been terrible at it, so I don't know.
He's very gifted. I asked him about a couple things when we were having curry the other day, and some of them sat well and some of them kind of itched at me a little bit. But I mean, I've only known the guy for a day. Who am I to judge, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot we don't know about all of us, really.
It's very true. It's very true. Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to ask your opinion. Maybe my
Yes.
feelings are just... Maybe I'm just looking into things too much.
Did something bothering
Paranoid.
you? Was it a dream?
It just itched at me. Just... You know when you get that feeling in your stomach where something's just... It's like, you know when you're in the forest and you're hunting and you know something's there but you can't see it?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that.
That feeling is normally right, so I wouldn't dismiss it.
Yeah. Do you want some breakfast or something?
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Mhm.
I have money this time.
Yeah, you can. Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna buy me breakfast for the first time ever?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll buy breakfast. How much is the breakfast, Toby?
It's 2 silver pieces. But you get food for free because you've done the job. So you just get whatever.
He completely forgot about that, and he's gonna probably still ask how much it is.
The sailor will kind of lean over the bar. Darling, it is free, yeah? You did job for us, and we are very grateful, so you have what you like, huh?
Oh, thank you. He'll just take it and go back. Completely forgot.
Get fry up.
Yeah, get a fry up. Just take it to eat.
What are Ymir and Lyre doing?
Ymir's gonna step out and has just sort of been pacing after the dream. She's gonna step outside very quietly. Is Lyre outside? Ymir's gonna look over in the general area where Lyre is, and she's going to walk over
gonna go right here. Um, hey, so sorry about that. The thing with the knocking and stuff. You had the same dream then, yes?
I did. You mean the thousands of souls crawling out of the ocean while the big guy with blue eyes is pointing at us?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
I saw the scary thing aiming in your general direction, from what I recall.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
I mean, everything seems fine. The other three weren't there. That's a good sign. The fuck?
I remember. She sort of looks over at the general direction of the two party members that are having breakfast with one another. I remember when you were having the conversation about magic. And mortals. Is it wrong if I wish to use magic to prolong the life of my people?
No. No.
No matter how dark it may be.
No. You see, I studied magic for a very long time before I actually took it and made it my own. I believe that if you are to have power, if you are to achieve things that others may dream of, but you want to do, that will absolutely require things others are too afraid to do. You want to prolong your life, right?
That and of my people.
Why?
I envy those that can live long and live fully.
Okay. What's the real reason?
For the longest time, death has always been present. As Asmoths, we can see, we can interact with them. It is our gift. But at the cost of what? For us to be closer to it. I have seen death. And it is not the concept of death that I fear. It is death taking me, even though I have so much to do.
Ymir. You and I, my friend. And he will sort of like gesture to like grab you by the shoulders. If I may.
She nods.
He'll sort of clasp you on the shoulders and like squeeze gently. You and I have so much more in common than I thought. I will help you find a way to prolong your life and that of your people, and we will stare death in the face and laugh. Because I too plan to prolong life in a different manner. have so much to do. And so much to prove. But it will take time. It will take patience, and it will take a lot of frustration. But I promise you, Ymir, stand by me. Follow me if you will. Trust me. I will do what it takes to achieve my goals. Will you do what it takes to achieve yours?
She sort of smiles softly. I've been walking that path my entire life.
Well, now you walk with a friend.
She nods.
Breakfast?
Breakfast, yes.
Okay. Lyre will sort of lean over the railing and look towards Kaiden and Sinza and go, "Good morning, friends," and just begin to head downstairs.
With that, we are going to end our session.
Oh, Jesus.
See you all next week, or next episode. Yay!
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.